Welcome back to another vlog. Now today Tamworth entertain Woking in the Enterprise National League. Tamworth, 2 defeats in a row, one against Boston in the league, one against Leyton Orient in the FA Cup. So Tamworth will be looking to hopefully try and turn things around and get back to winning ways and put a real performance in here this afternoon at the Lamb. Whereas Woking, you know, they are sitting towards the lower end of the table, but they've had some good results recently. 2 draws in their last 2 games against really high-end opposition in the league of Rochdale and Southend, and then a few wins before that as well in the league and in the National League Cup too. So they're in fairly good form, so they'll be looking to come and try and do a job here as well this afternoon. But it's all about that reaction from Tamworth after them 2 defeats. Now, we didn't play badly Monday at all in the FA Cup. Arguably could have won that and got into the second round. So, taking that out of the mix, we're still looking for a reaction after that Boston game and to get things moving back the right way in the league. So we're going to go inside, we're going to get set up for commentary this afternoon, and we're going to hopefully be able to commentate on a really good game and a Tamworth win. So, all set up in the gantry, liaise with the cameraman from DAZN, who actually is a really, really nice chap. Had a good chat about the National League so far and how Tamworth's season is going and how other teams have been faring so far. It's always nice when you get a nice cameraman who comes down that you can liaise with well and have a bit of banter with. It's all good fun. Still a couple hours away from kick-off. I'm there nice and early today, just to do a few extra bits media-wise, but yeah, I'm looking forward to it. Should be a good game. Again, today I'm really unsure on the result. Obviously, like I said earlier on in the vlog, Tamworth will be looking to bring some sort of reaction to the table, but Woking are in good form as well. So yeah, could be a tight one. I imagine there'll probably only be a goal in it. I don't think it's going to be, a 3-1 or a 4-1. I imagine it might be a 1-1, 1-0 sort of type of game. But yeah, we'll see. We'll see how it goes through the rest of the game. So I'll be back with you in a little bit with some team news and maybe a few more ground shots and so on. And so I'll catch you in a bit. So, team news is in. We are about 35 minutes away from kick-off here. And big news is Dan Creaney gets a start today, starting in that number 9 role. Also, sorry, I'm just looking across at the team sheet on my laptop. We've also got Ronan Mayer starting as well, which is good. And I think that's the only real changes from who played against Leyton Orient in midweek. So I'll just go through starting. You've got Jazz Singh, Kwaku Donkor, Kennedy Digi, Hayden Hollis, Luke Fairlamb, Alfie Bates, Tom Tonks, Stephen Moles, Ronan Maher, Bekwe Onuru and Dan Creaney. That's your starting 11. On the bench is Matt Curley, Jordan Cullinane-Liburd, Ben Milnes, Jordan Ponticelli, Harvey Sayer, Manny Duku and Ollie Lynch. So yeah, it's a strong starting lineup, isn't it? Obviously having Super Dan Creaney back in the squad as well and in the starting 11. It's got to be pleasing to the fans. It really has. Dan, cult hero at Tamworth, spent 6 many happy years here, scored a boatload of goals, was instrumental in helping us get out of that Southern Central Prem and also the National League North as well. So yeah, it's great to have him back here, albeit on a 2-month loan. So we'll have to see what he can do. With his first start back in Tamworth colours, but I'm sure the Tamworth fans will well and truly be behind him this afternoon. Like I said, about half an hour away from kick-off. Ground's beginning to fill up So yeah, let's hope it'll be a good game. So we're about 10 minutes away from kick-off. Sound check's all done, kit's all set up today. Got Max on commentary alongside me. So yeah, Max, you was here on Monday for the Leyton Orient game. Said you thought we played well. So how do you think that's going to go in today's game? Albeit it was a loss, but you know, I think we could have done that on another day. What do you think?
Yeah, it was a loss, Stu. However, I think we both know we played exceptionally well, didn't we? Against a League One opposition, we really held our own and played to our strength. So I think we can only take that forward into this game, and I'm hoping for a win. I think the lads are in good stead, they're playing well. I don't see why we can't get all 3 points.
I know, and you know, the big thing is Dan Creaney's in the starting 11 this afternoon. Yeah. What do you think he's going to bring to the mix?
Well, obviously Tamworth know him very well, and I think we know how to play to his strengths. So I'd be shocked if I don't see a goal from him, put it that way.
Yeah, I was thinking the same. Woking have been in reasonable form recently as well, so I'm not expecting lots of goals today. I'm expecting it to be a fairly tight, like a 1-0 or a 1-1, something like that. But
yeah, that's fair.
I think we do need a reaction. Certainly after the Boston game, we didn't play well in that one, and then obviously we had the break to the Leyton Orient game where we did play well. We didn't get the win, but everybody sort of raises their levels for the FA Cup regardless. So you take that one out of it, and we're still sort of wanting a league reaction, aren't we, more than anything today?
Yeah, I think so, and I think it would do the lads justice for how well they played in the week. I think they deserve a 3-point win here because it was a harsh loss on Monday.
Yeah, it was, wasn't it? So
it was a nasty loss.
Yeah, so not long to go now, so we will be back with you very soon for commentary. Hopefully we'll get to commentate on a win today, and hopefully Max is the good luck charm. And it's on the clock. It is Tamworth 0, Woking 0 at the minute. Woking the team on top in this one, but almost that ball now falling to Dan Creaney in the Woking box, but Woking do just enough to clear that one away. But I think Woking are putting a lot of pressure on the Tamworth defence so far, trying to force mistakes from the Lambs, but the Lambs are defending resiliently so far. It's now Manura on the left hand side. He gets the ball in towards the box, just over the head of Creaney. Ronan Mayer gives chase, just get on the end of it ahead of 2 Woking players, but he is stranded in that corner, but does really well there, Ronan Mayer, to win Tamworth a corner. So Tamworth now have a chance, the first chance to put real pressure on in that Woking 6-yard box. It is going to be Ronan Mayer, the one to take this corner kick from the matchday control room corner of the ground. It will be in swinging with the on-loan winger from Walsall. So one arm off from Ronan Mayer. Whips this one in towards the far post. That was a good looking corner, but just maybe ever so slightly too high. Will Jaskalainen was backpedaling towards his back post. Looks like he took a bit of a knock on his way down, but it is still Tamworth 0, Woking 0. So while Jazz Singh does get this little bit of treatment, we'll just go through the opening 28 minutes or so here. It's been, I'll be honest, I'd say Woking are still probably on top of this one in terms of possession and territorial sort of domination in the opposition's final third. Tamworth have had a couple of chances in the Woking half, but if I'm being honest, they've been poor shots in the end. There was a couple that have been mishit by Creaney. To be fair, credit to Creaney, he's not really been expecting them. The ball's fallen to him up on chance. But yeah, maybe a sharper Dan Creaney who's been playing a few more games would latch onto them. But yeah, as we are into the 29th minute in this one, it is still goalless. And at the minute, I would say Woking are the team on top at the minute, but again, still a long way to go here at the Lamb. So 31 minutes on the clock. Throwing opportunity for Tom Tonks as the referee just sends him back a few yards. Not that it really matters for Tom Tonks, as he can make that up either way. There's a long run up on this side of the pitch, sends the ball in towards the penalty area. Not fully cleared away by Woking as yet, headed towards goal by Bates. Creaney gets a head in there as well. Flicked away by Woking of sorts. They are in possession though, deep in their own half at the minute. Possession given away to Bekwe Anuru now Bates. Bates has got 2 for company. It's a bit of a scrap over there on the far side. Bekwe Anuru has come off worse, and now Woking look to try and break away into the Tamworth half. Good ball out wide there by number 6, Jamie Andrews, has now Woking up to go down Tamworth's left-hand side. The left-hand side, Tamworth's right, Woking's left. Woking being repelled back up towards the halfway line though now with Akinola sporting the rather fetching name Timmy on the back of his shirt. His name is Tim Akinola, but yeah, Timmy on the back of the shirt, Max. What do you make of that one?
Big fan.
So as we are approaching the 39th minute mark here, it is Tamworth 0, Woking 1. Tonks with a chance 18 yards or so away from the corner flag to load this one in once again with another one of his trademark long throw-ins. What can Tom Tonks conjure up now for Tamworth? Long throw, massive throw, right on top of the keeper. He has to punch it over the bar for a corner. That was really, really pinpoint from Tom Tonks. Jaskalainen pretty much happened to smuggle that one away, but I think in fairness, he could have left that to go in and it wouldn't have counted anyway, if we're being honest.
Oh, yeah.
Corner though to Tamworth now. Tonks whips it in. Crowd of bodies punched away by the keeper once again. Recycled back towards goal by Donkor, but free kick now for handball by Tunji Akinola. So a chance for Tamworth now to have a real effort towards goal from this free kick. The referee just pacing the wall out down below. Is it going to be Tonks to whip the ball towards the back post, or is Mayer going to whip it towards the near post and go for goal? We will know in the next couple of seconds here as the referee blows his whistle. Tonks with the dummy. Mayer goes towards the penalty area. Not the best of free kicks from him, and cleared away relatively comfortably by Woking. Spreading back up towards goal now as Woking look to clear it away, and finally Woking clear the ball away. Really growing into this one at the end of this first half. It is still Tamworth 0, Woking 1, but Tamworth have responded well since going a goal down, looking to try and get one back in this. Play does now continue. It's Moles, finds Creaney. Creaney tried to play the through ball, but didn't quite have the legs on it. Cleared away by Woking, straight back to Creaney, though he tries again now down the left-hand side. Finds Anura, who is bundled off the ball on a free kick to Tamworth once again. So Tom Tonks stands over this free kick. Couple of yards in from the touchline on the far side, probably 23 yards or so away from the byline. So Tonks whips this one in now towards the edge of the area, headed away by Boatswain, but only as far as Donkor. Donkor now finds Mayer. Mayer's dispossessed though and pulls his man back, and that's going to be a yellow card and a free kick to Woking. And a little bit needless there from Ronan Mayer, but again, I see why he did it. He was beaten all ends up in fairness, and his man would have been away from him, and that is the old-fashioned case of taking the yellow card for the team. Tamworth takes by Mayer, whipped in towards the penalty area, headed away by Woking. Donkor finds Mayer once more. First time cross, back in again. Not fully cleared away by Woking. Falls to Moles, shot towards goal off the back of Akinola. And it is going to be a throw into Tamworth once again. Tamworth putting more pressure on Woking in these added on minutes of stoppage time at the end of this first half. Tom Tonks with another long throw opportunity. Probably around 15 yards or so away from the corner flag. He launches this one in, looping towards the back post. Jaskalainen got some sort of punch on that one. Recycled back towards goal by Anuru though. Again, repelled by Woking, and a throw in on the far side once again for Tamworth to take. So it's half time here. It is Tamworth 0, Woking 1. And it's been a little bit of a one-sided game in terms of possession. Woking have had a lot of it. They did look to cause quite a lot of trouble down Tamworth's left-hand side, which is where they've had a lot of their better opportunities from. And on the right as well, in fairness. They haven't really troubled Jazz Singh too much. Yes, I know they are one goal in the lead, where Tamworth defensively switched off a little bit, allowed a long strike from, let me just get his name again, it was Stevenson, wasn't it? Or Sanderson, Oliver Sanderson for Woking. With a really good strike, to be fair, kissed it off the inside of the post. I don't think any keeper would have got there, in fairness. But really, it took until about 38 minutes or so for Tamworth to really wake up and begin to put pressure on Woking down the other end of the pitch, where Tamworth had a lot of good chances in and around the final third, but For me, it's Woking that the team are in control at the minute, I'll be honest. They've came here with a game plan, they've known what to do. They've caused Tamworth problems. There's been a few mistakes from a few Tamworth players this afternoon that have not really seemed on it, which has caused a lot of counter-attacks for Woking as well to enable them to have chances on goal. But the main thing is Tamworth, for me, looked a lot better towards the tail end of that first half. So if they can come out for the second half in that same vein, then we can potentially go and get something back out of this game. But at the minute, it's Woking's, isn't it? It's Woking's for the win. If they come out, sit back and defend, well, then they're going to get 3 points here this afternoon for me. But yeah, Woking the team on top at the minute, but I think Tamworth have got a lot more to give. There's a lot more that can be added from the subs bench. But yeah, we'll see. We'll see how it goes throughout the forms of the second half. But I would expect more from Tamworth, I must admit. I would have expected them to react a lot better and be on it from the start of the game a lot more. But like I say, Woking definitely started the first half the stronger of the two and got better as it went on. And like I say, 38 minutes, Tamworth, it was like a little light switch on and they did seem to improve, but is it going to be enough? We'll see. I'm not confident, I must admit. I'd like to be surprised. I knew it was going to be a close game with not many goals in it, but something needs to break in the second half, it really does. So, yeah, I feel like I'm rabbiting on, but I'm trying to find positives out of that performance, and there wasn't that many. Up until like 38 minutes played when we did create a few chances, but again, not really troubling the keeper too much. So, yeah, big second half needed, so we'll see how that goes. Big second half then for Tamworth to try and get something back out of this one, or Woking to hold on to. It will be Tom Tonks to get us underway, just waiting for the referee's whistle here to signal the start of this second half. Bit of a long pause from the referee, James Bancroft. Finally checks with both keepers and his assistants that we are good to go. And finally, this second half is underway. Ball rolled back to Jazz Singh before he unleashes one down the left-hand side. And it's going to be a free kick immediately there for a challenge on Akoli, and a free kick to Woking. So an early chance for Tom Tonks to launch this one in a couple of yards in from the corner flag with another one of his trademark long throws. The referee just with a little bit of housekeeping to sort out first ahead of this Tonks set piece. Stephen Moles is the Tamworth player in attendance. Referee just telling them to calm down a little bit, and it is Caleb Richards for Woking. This throw now can be launched in by Tonks. Towards the back post it goes, heading towards goal by Digi. Now Ranuru, pinball in the box, and the referee blows his whistle as Kwaku Donk was about to unleash one in there. Didn't quite see what the infringement was in there, but Woking not clearing the ball away convincingly, but again Tamworth not really directing it towards goal with too much vigour either, Max. Corner for Tamworth, one arm aloft from Tamworth, Ronan Mayer. Whipped in towards the near post, headed away again by the number 4, Akoli for Woking, and out of play for another Tamworth throw that once again Tonks will look to unleash in towards the 18-yard box. Tonks' throws have been on point so far, but Woking have dealt with them really well. There is now a Tamworth player down at the near post, and it's Stephen Moles, but the referee having none of it before he is actually calling a couple of Tamworth players over. One is Hayden Hollis. I'm not sure if it's just going to be a case of calm it down a bit, lads, because it's getting a little bit fractious, isn't it, for these set pieces. Tamworth players toing and throwing all over the place. Referee keeping a keen eye on this one, and you know what, Max, I won't be surprised if the whistle goes straight away after this one. In long from Tonks, headed towards goal by Digi. No free kick as of yet, so wrong on that one this time. But Woking now looking to break away into the Tamworth half. as they stride over the halfway line. Good ball out wide for Boatswain to chase. Tamworth have got bodies back this time. It's still Woking in possession though. Boatswain goes one way, then the other. Finds Beautyman. It's now Andrews. Down once again to Beautyman. And Tamworth managed to put that one out of play for a throw-in to Woking. The hour mark here at the Altair Group Community Stadium at the Lamb. It is still Tamworth 0, Woking 1. Tamworth in this half a little bit more, but still neither keeper really being tested as we trickle on through. Tamworth have made a couple of changes though. Harvey Sayer and Ben Milnes are now on the pitch though as well, in replace of Ronan Mayer and Tom Tonks. As Akinola there steps on the ball, manages to regain possession though ahead of Dan Creaney before Woking launch a ball into no man's land really that's going to be claimed by Jazz Singh. Singh then kicks from the edge of his 18-yard box. Again, not really got the direction on it and cleared away by Woking. Bates though just pick the ball up in the midfield. Finds Doncor. Doncor now looks to try and set Sayer on his way down the right-hand side, but that one's drifted out of play for a Woking throw. Tamworth really need to improve if they want to get anything out of this game in the remaining 30 minutes or so. At the minute, I feel it's Woking's for the taking because they're just managing the game fairly well at the minute. And again, though, I do think they need a second to put the game to bed because anything can happen when it's a 1-0 lead. But at the minute, for me, Woking do look relatively comfortable in the way they're going about their business. The scoreline after 70 minutes is still Tamworth 0, Woking 1. Tamworth have been creating a few more bits and pieces this second half so far. And I'm just wondering if the attacking changes now will bear fruit and we'll see how Tamworth can go and kick on. As this one now is given for Manny Duca to chase and Ollie Lynch. Gascalani comes to the edge of his area well though to claim that one, but almost immediately there, Max, two Tamworth players chasing the ball, using pace in that final third. We've not seen that so far in the second half or the first half in that fact. Corner to be whipped in by Tamworth from the far side, headed away though at the near post. Sayer runs up the touchline to grab it, finds Doncor. Back now to Sayer. He's in space on the right hand side, cuts in one way, gets a low cross into the near post, stabbed away again by Oliver Sanderson, out for another Tamworth throw. This is better from Tamworth. Is it too little too late, or have we got enough time to try and turn this game on its head here at the Lamb in Staffordshire, where it is still currently Tamworth 0, Woking 1, but Tamworth beginning to put pressure on that Woking defence. So another chance for Ben Milnes to whip this one in from the corner quadrant. What can Ben Milnes, the Tamworth skipper, do this time? His last corner was towards the back post, was met by a Tamworth head first time. This one's near post this time. Comes out to Doncor. He now finds Sayer. Back out wide. It goes in towards the far stick. It goes. Lynch gets something on it, but he's headed it the wrong way towards the corner flag, and out of play it goes for a goal kick to Woking. But again, it is good sustained pressure from Tamworth. But once again, is it going to be that the clock will be against Tamworth this afternoon in trying to get something back here out of this game? Minutes to go. Another corner opportunity for Tamworth to whip in. Milnes again towards the back post. Not fully cleared away by Woking as of yet. It's anybody's game and anybody's ball in that box before Woking finally look to clear the ball away this time. Fairland though picks it up on the halfway line and he is brought down by the substitute as Swade. And I see what you mean about his lightning pace, Max, but he did manhandle Luke Fairland a little bit there to try and get past him.
Yeah, I think it was either there. So
there it is, Harvey Sayer and Ben Milnes standing over this Tamworth free kick right of goal. So is it going to be the outswinger from Milnes, the inswinger from Sayer, which is unswinged by Sayer and it's trickled across the face of goal and out at the far post. Nobody really at the back stick for Tamworth to attack that one, and comfortably seen out of play by Woking at that back post. It was a good delivery, don't get me wrong, but I think just the receiving players in the wrong area of the box to try and get Tamworth back on level terms. We have a throw with Bekwe Nuru short into Doncor. Doncor, ball into the box. and that's aimless, and that's gone to nobody. And yeah, I feel that probably is that now. Yes, there's over a minute of added on time left to go, but I think with that anticlimax there, I do feel it is now all 3 points go in the way of Woking. There is a couple of minutes left to go here, but yeah, I think the steam out of Tamworth attacks has dissipated, should we say. So it's full time here at the Lamb, and it has finished Tamworth 0, Woking 1 in a game that first half Tamworth weren't really in. It was mostly Woking and one-way traffic. And they made us pay. They scored that goal, fantastic goal from their man, kissed the inside of the post after 30 minutes. No keeper was getting to that, in fairness, and it was a good goal. But really, second half started, Tamworth were a little bit better. Still didn't really test the Woking keeper. Again, Jassing wasn't really tested though for large parts of it, and you know, although it took some changes of Dan Creaney coming off and you know the likes of Manny Duka and Ollie Lynch coming on, and Tamworth did seem a little bit better, but they seemed a little bit direct, a little bit more pacey up front. The keeper still didn't have too much to do, neither keeper did, in fairness, but I think Woking came with a game plan. They executed it well, and you know, and they've gone off with all 3 points, so credit to them for that. Again, Tamworth for me not at the races. A few improvements needed around, but now it's a defeat, and a poor one at that, before a big trip to Forest Green on Tuesday, where we go and meet Robbie Savage again. That's going to be a tough one. That really is going to be a tough game, heading back to Forest Green on a Tuesday night as well, when most of the squad will have been at work during the day, travelling to get down there as well. And yeah, I'm not confident going into that game at all. I'd love to be surprised, but I'm really not. So if you've watched today's vlog and you're here till the end, thank you for watching. Give me a like, a subscribe, a follow. Some comments down below as well if you want. And yeah, I will catch you in the next one.